All right. So we were discussing about Linux commands, why to choose Linux OS than Windows, right? So we had a top level understanding of so Windows is typically a licensed one, which means in order to use officially at the workplace, you need to have a license actually for each machine. So imagine if your company, in your company, everyone is using Windows machine, for example. So everyone should have a license. Without license, if someone caught, right? So yeah, it's going to be a big fine for the company from the Microsoft. Okay, so Windows is Microsoft one, right? So here why you also understood why to choose Linux box, right? So Linux operating system is completely free. So Linux, it is just that Windows is like the one which we are using, you already familiar with. So when it comes to Linux also like one operating system where we can also do a the user actions like this. Let's say you can go create, you can do all the options, right? Create a folder on the desktop, let's say test. And in Linux also you can also have a UI, right? UI. Also, the majority of the Linux is, Linux we operate with commands. So as already shown you, if you open a command, command prompt or terminal, right? So Windows and R, and here it opens this dialog box. If you click on the OK, it opens the command prompt. Okay. So if you do a, let me also open up the, see currently, what is the path? My current path is, if you see this is a path, guys. When you are looking at so when you're looking at the path, right, it's very important to understand where you are currently. So if you see pwd, right? So pwd is Linux command, and cwd is current working directory. So current working directory, oh gosh, Linux, I'm I was pretty not sure about Windows command, but we typically use Linux box, right? So PWDs, okay. Never mind, we don't care about it. But because our focus completely on Linux box, so let's try to understand Linux commands for today's session, right? So I will go with the flow. Like I have a phases wise explanation for each command, and uh, let me have a phases wise explanation for each commands. Okay, so before that, in order to practice, hey, I think you had a question, right? Hey, Kumar, you were saying that, we're trying to play with Linux operating system commands, but where do I practice it? Right? That's a good question. So if you're using Windows 10 and above, so by default, you get with WSL, this is like a Windows subsystem for Linux. So this is the one actually. Okay. So meaning if you maybe if you try and see WSL. WSL for Windows. If you just search, in the comment in the do a in the search bar, you just search with WSL. So if you don't have, you can contact me after the session. Maybe I can help you out how to install, and what are the other alternate option for you. Okay, for your practice. So this is the command. If it opens, now did you see? It is opening a terminal like a Linux box. So previously it is different. The previous terminal is different. So this is Linux. This is a Windows terminal, and this is Linux terminal. So you might be asking this, big question that, hey Kumar, what is the difference? I'm seeing both terminals, right? But what is the difference here? See, this is designed for this particular terminal is designed and play with Windows commands. But other one, when I open with the WSL, right, then it is in Windows itself you can play Linux commands. You can open up the Linux system. Okay, see WSL. So this is a Linux system. If when you do it, it open up a terminal. So this terminal where you can interact with Linux system, or you can directly play and run your Linux commands there. Okay, and now our focus not on the Windows, right? So let me close this terminal, and let me open up. See what is the present working directory. See, if you look at this, so present working directory is root. Understood? And Like you have a question, Nikumar, like where is the root? So if I go and check it, and if you see there is something called under this is the Linux operating system, and you are seeing like Ubuntu, right? If you expand it, so here you are seeing root. So this is where currently you are actually understood. And if you want to go to home, right? For example, let's say if you want to get into home, let's say here, I created some folder, right? Let me create a see in manually also I can do it, right? But there is no point doing manually because we do with the command prompt. See, you need permissions to perform this action. You got it? So we need to understand why, what permission and all. Okay. So if you do, if you see cd space home, it is taking you to the location. See here, it is taking me to this location. And before that, we need to understand some basic command. See, this is like change directory. So previously it was in see pwd. It is root directory. Root directory means like it's a home, the base directory. And from here you can navigate to any folder. So this is the root. So from here you can go to anything. Let's say I want to get into home directory or etc directory. Okay, cd space. You have to give a forward slash and e. If you just type e and tab, right, it fill up actually. Understood? So now you are into this etc directory, meaning in this folder. So manually you are going, no, manually we are getting into this etc, right? I did it, how I went there. So I went to here etc, and now I'm here. And if you want to, this is like changing directory. Okay, meaning moving one folder to other folder. Let me have a, yeah, cd command. And one more thing you need to understand, in Linux, directory, which is same as like folder in Windows. Understood? I'm just giving a hint. Did you understood? In Linux, we used to call directory. In Windows, we used to call it a folder. Understood? Yeah. Here, CD means changing directory, changing from one folder to another folder. Okay. So moving like this, right? So when you look at this here, apt. See, there are many folders under etc. And if you want to see, this is like how you can move, right? So this is like you are going into this folder, and again if you want to go back, this is like going forward, right? This is a command. Now, so by default, it should be in root folder. Okay. So default it should be in root folder. Not it should be, it will be. Understood? And if you see, if you just do a pwd, so pwd is a command to know pwd command. I think I'll do one thing. I'll just copy paste it. No, that makes sense, right? Yeah. So this makes more sense actually. Instead of typing it down, so this do good actually. Understood. So see, when I do this pwd, it showed me, hey, you are in a root directory. And when after issuing this command, cd space forward slash etc. Now it went to this location, etc location, right? And let me issue one more command. Yeah, right. So if you want to go back, so if you want to go to root, right? let's say again, let me also show you something else. If I if I check CD space again, what I want to do is in etc I want to get into this let's say apt folder for example. So this is the path, no, etc and apt, CD space apt, apk or apt, apt, CD space apk. It's showing apk, not apt. Once again, let me see quickly. So see, one of the other thing is like these all are etc. These all are very important files. Generally, we should not play with the etc. etc folder actually. So let me just go back. And again, let's say if you're in multiple, let's say if you're in different location and you don't know which directory it is. So if you issue pwd, so it would tell you where you are. So now it says, hey, you are in etc directory. Understood? etc directory. And from switching, once again, yes. So pwd. So every command you have to experience actually. You have to execute. Okay, when you see the this is the desktop name, and then this is the folder inside it. Okay, and pwd will give you, it would tell you which location or which folder currently you are in. Let me say pwd tells you which 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 path you are currently into. Okay, so now if you want, the next one is come out from etc folder. So since you are only one step, right? So come out means cd space dot dot. So which means that it would take you one step back. Okay. So if you do, and did you see this? So previously you were seeing etc folder. Now it came out actually, right? Now there is no etc here. Again, if you do pwd, it shows like you are in route. Understood? This is how we should come out. And so again, if you want to now, if you want to go to, we will play with typically we play with home. Let's say, yeah, there's the one we try to create. So before that, let me see. Let me give you one more command. ls. ls is a command which would list out what are the folders available inside that particular root directory. So this is a root, right? This is a root. So ls is a command to list out all the folders, files and folders inside the path. ls list out all folders and files inside the folder. Okay, cool. So this how. Okay, now if you want, now you are saying this, now you understood ls is a command. Ls is a command which we use very, very widely. Like for every task, most likely we do a list of file. Let me see, like what are the files available. Understood? Okay. Now, I want to get into this folder. The folder name is home. And if you see the home, I just want to see cd space / home. Right now, what I'm doing, I'm just from the root directory. Now I'm changing to many, instead of manually doing it, manually getting into the manually getting into the home directory or home folder. So I'm just shifting smoothly from cd command with cd command. So cd home. Understood? If I do pwd, now it will tell you, hey, you are in home path. Okay, like the way we are checking, right? So home path. And if I do ls, if you see under home, nothing is showing. Looks like it is showing in a different path. Once again, supposed to be here. Ls, maybe this ltr. Hey Dinesh, like is it showing some different path? Pretty not sure. Is there any other other folder name called root? No, this should be here. Because it's a Windows subsystem, right? So in Linux box, we can directly play with it. Since we are using the Windows subsystem for Linux, the path is a bit confused. Once again, let me see. Let me experiment quickly. Let's say mkdir this space dot dot. Let me see ls. Most likely, it does not have permission, I guess. I feel like ls minus lt or h. I just do a home, right? Hold on one second. cd space. What is the present working directory? pwd. Now I'm in root. Now cd, if I do ls here, it shows me here everything, right? Every folder and files, right? And sometimes, right, in Linux box, Linux operating system, we need to understand, hey, whether do I have permissions to check, let's say I want to view something, right? So ls space hyphen lt or h. If you do, it would tell you what kind of permission you have. So if I check for home, right? Currently I'm having issue with home directory. So here this is the folder. uh, Home is the folder, and if you see the permissions, right? So you don't need to worry about permissions now. So it is just what we can say, users, groups, and some other information we can talk about later. But for now, we need to understand why it is not showing. So this is my Windows subsystem Ubuntu, and it should show. It should, no matter, you know. PWD means current working directory, and change to home directory. And if you see, for home directory, I don't have a write permission. So here, R means read, uh, like a read, and then there is a W should be there. So like here, right? So W should be there, meaning writing something into the directory. So that permission is not there for this. So I'll just do one command, but you don't need to worry about it. I'll there should be another session explaining file permissions. 777 and home. Now again, if I issue one more time, this time home should have a write permission. Previously, it was not. The W is not there, right? If you look at closely here, home. So previously, home does not have a write permission. Now I just 777 means like I'm giving all permissions, I would say. Okay, now if you look at this home, so home it has every permission, read, write, execute, every permission. So we talk about later. Yeah. Now if I do a ls, getting into home, right, and do ls, nothing is showing. And let me create one. If you want to create a file, right? If you want to create a file or folder, file it's a different. And when you're working with a folder, so because currently we are talking about only folder, okay? So mkdir space, let's say test folder. I'm just creating test folder. Oh, it's already there. Let's say uh, I would say some folder name. I just created here and do ls. Now if you see the folder is created. I would want to check here once again. Some other place it is showing. I think. Oh, okay. Hey, my bad. See, the folders are different. I was looking into the wrong place. Uh, we created the all files folders, right, that we are playing here, right? So it is working under this particular Linux box. See, Docker desktop, this is the location. So under this, currently we have only one folder we just created, right? So like this you can create, you can play. So how we want to create, how we want to do it manually? Once again. So if I want to do it manually, what we do is folder, let's say test 123 for example. So I just created here manually, right? And if I go and check it, so what is the present working directory, I mean current folder, pwd, right? And if you do ls, did you see this? You had one more you had one more folder here, Tuesday, and test 1 to 3. Two folders are displayed here. And now what did you understood? You know how to create a folder, right? So this is a command to create a folder. mkdir is a command to create a folder. So let me have a create a folder. Create a folder. Okay. This talks about it. And list list folders with ls command. Got it? We just did it, right? Manually. Okay, cool. Now, what do you want to do? So now you understood how to create a folder, right? mkdir and then folder name. This is the command. Likewise, as mentioned, you can create a number of you know a number of folders also. Folder 2, folder 3, folder 4. Understood? Meaning inside home, now I am creating four different folders. Understood? So here it should come actually. So if you just refresh it, it comes. Understood? Now, what we just did, we just created folders inside a particular path. So what is a path actually? Now, if you understand what is a path, PWD is a path, right? Present working directory. It would give you where you are, which path currently you are in. Understood? Now, I want to create. See, this is one folder, right? Now we want to create one more folder inside a test 123, for example. So you want to create manually. I'll show you how to create. So here, uh, ABC, let's say A folder, for example. My folder name is A. Understood? And how can I get there? So currently you are in, let's say, if you do a ls, it won't show you like A folder, right? Because A is inside where? So if you see A folder is inside test 123 folder, isn't it? Now without going there, you cannot list. So again, if you want to change, right? What is the command to getting into the another folder? Change directory. CD space. What is the folder name? Test 123. Understood? So meaning now what where you are, now I just changed path to home to test 123 path. And if you do PWD, it would tell you, hey, see, currently you are in home test 123. This is the path. Okay, if you see home test 123. Now, if you go on the ls, right? Now we can see what is the path, what is the folder? the folder name is A. Understood? And if you go manually and change, right, rename, let's say test 1 2 3 for 1 2 3 4 for example. And now if I do ls, did you see this? Previously it was A, and I just manually came here and renamed it, right? And it will become test 1 2 3 4, right? Now, did you understood, guys? Everyone understood how to create a folder and how to create a subfolder inside it, right? And we have seen examples of creating a single folder and multiple folders, right? We have seen examples. This is an example for creating a multiple folders in one go. I think I did had. I think yeah. Let me create multiple folders in one go. Understood? So I just created. Once we create mkdir, this is the command we issued, and also let me also have this command as well, so that display all created folders just now. Make sense? And and one more thing. So if you see here, PWD. So currently now you are in home test 1 2 3 folder. Now, so now you understood how to move forward, right? So moving forward means now you understood. Let's say again, if you now you are inside here, right? Now I am so in manually how you are coming out. So if I want to come out to home, right? What you do? So you will press this icon, right? Everyone aware that if you when you press this, it will take you to the previous folder. Understood? Home folder now. Correct? Home folder. So how you want to go here? See here, if you want to go one step, cd space dot dot. Okay. Now did you see this? Previously it is showing until 1 2 3. Now it is showing home only. And if you do PWD, now it shows you are in home directory. Make sense? Let me also tell you that moving backward, previous folder, moving one step backward to previous folder. So how we can do it? So first we need to see like what is the present working directory, and then cd space dot dot. That is a command. Okay, and if you do cd space dot dot, it would take you to previous folder. That's where you are seeing home. And if you do present working directory, now it is home. So previously it is home test, right? And once you after applying this command cd space dot dot, it has taken to one step back. Got it? Now we understood how to go forward and backward. And imagine you are in multiple folders forward. Imagine, let's say, let me create a, let's say test folder 4. Inside that, let me create one more folder. Say, my folder name is hello. And inside that, I have one more folder. Say hi. Understood. Now, if you see, what is the path? See, home, Tuesday folder 4, hello, hi, right? Now, PWD. Okay, now you need to understand. Okay, this is the this is the present working directory, which is home. If you do ls, you understood. Ls will give you list of folders. Now, which folder I want to get in? Tuesday folder 4, right? And cd space Tuesday folder 4. Understood? And one go also you can go directly. So previously we are giving a cd space one folder name, right? And instead of that, you can go multiple folder. Let's say from here till here directly. what is the folder? Hi. Sorry, Tuesday folder 4. And inside that, what is the other folder? Hello. So you just press H and tab, which would take you to, which would autofill the folder name. And what is the next one? Underneath hello, there is one more folder name called hi. Right? If you just press H and tab, right, which would autofill the folder name. Understood? Now, did you see this? In one go, multiple subfolders you reached. Okay, let me take it. One go to nested folder. Go to nested folder. So how we can do it? So we need to see. So this would clearly give you, say it is present working directory, and you did ls, right? Under this, you have applied this command. Understood? So here, cd, this is a command. Anyway, I'll highlight all the things. But now you understood, right? One go, I went it here. If I issue present working directory, now it will clearly show you, hey, you are in this directory. Understood. So pwd command, now it's shown that, hey, currently you are in this particular directory. Make sense? Yeah. And now, inside this, inside high folder, now you want to create a file, for example. How you create? Let's say right click and create a new file. Let's say Microsoft any file. You want to create some Excel file, or you want to create some text file. Um, hello.txt, for example. So this is my text file. And if I want to go and, as mentioned, right, ls command would help you to list down folders and files. And I create one file, and I want to create one folder also, so that you will understand. Uh, test, my test folder. Okay. Now, if we go and do a ls command, right? Now, did you see this? Here you are seeing two things, right? One file. File is not highlighted with a blue color, right? But the folder, all folders, right? All folders are highlighted with blue context, the blue color. Okay. And if you see, what did you observe now? So with ls, it is able to list out all the files and folders inside the path. Okay. If you do pwd, this is where currently we are saying this too, right? Manually, and visually you are saying. But this is how you can check it with command. Okay, pwd command, present working day. See, so far, imagine I didn't even list out many commands. I have used only primarily three commands: ls command, cd command, and pwd command. Understood? If you understood, how to play with it. And one more thing is mkdir command, creating multiple folders in one go. Right? This is what we discussed. Nothing else. Once you know these four folders, majority, see, the session went like this because I was playing with only these four commands, nothing else, right? So far, right? So now you are, see, the one way what we understood is how to go multiple steps forward, right? One go, see, go to nested folders or nested or subfolder, right? Yeah, understood. Now, how to go one command, go to root folder. Okay. So if you want to go to root folder, what you have to do is you just you have to give cd and enter. That's it. Did you see this? If you do a cd and enter, what it does, it simply, you were in previously you were in this file, this path, home Tuesday folder 4 hello hi, right? And if you cd, and I didn't provided any path. Okay, which means it will directly take you all the steps backward to root folder. If you do a pwd, now it would show you, hey, you are in a root folder. root folder. Yeah, makes sense. Guys, did you understood how it works? Any questions so far that you have? Now you understood, right? Like how to create a folder, how to go forward with a one step, and how to forward with multiple subfolders, right? We traverse through all the things that you understood, and you also understood how to list down the files and folders, right? So we have created the file we created is manually, but I will also show you like how we can create multiple files. Okay. Now, so if you do ls, it would list down the in under root we have created a test virtual and not we created, it's like a created. Now I want to go back to like not go back, no, go forward to home directory, cd home, and now let me open home here, go to home, right? Now there are multiple folders are there. Okay, so if you do ls, it would tell you the way I'm listing out here, it has shown here, right, in the terminal. And now I want to remove the folder, for example. So I rmdir. Okay, so created, you understood. So if you want to remove rmdir, okay, and if you see there are many folders, right? So Tuesday folder. And if I say, hey, Tuesday folder 4, I don't want you, please remove it. It says that Tuesday folder 4, did you see this? It has internally, it has a subfolder, right? So you are trying to, see, this is the issue, for example. So what is the issue? Tuesday folder 4 has one more subfolder. But if I try to do it for other one, let me quickly try that as well. Let's say Tuesday folder 3. So Tuesday folder 3, hey, Tuesday folder 3, I don't want you. I'm just deleting you from the list, right? So when I do this, and hey, I'm RMDAR means remove actually. So now, did you see this? It worked for this folder 3. And if you just reload it, folder 3 is not there. Tuesday folder 3. It got deleted, right? And it's like you have a question, right? Hey, Kumar, what's the point that folder 3 is deleted and not deleted? The reason is very simple. So it has subfolder, right? And you're trying to delete the main folder, but since it has a dependency or the subfolder available, it will not. So if you want to delete, no, delete all the ones which has inside. Let's say even inside this high rate, there are multiple again two more, two more context content. One is folder, another one is file. Now, how to get rid of this? So here, if you want to get rid of 4, so 4 is not working because it's not empty. Hey, this is not an empty one, so I cannot delete it. So there is something called recursively remove. So recursively iPhone means, hey, remove this folder and also recursively, meaning whatever the subfolders or whatever it is, remove everything. So R talks about it. Okay, so when I go back and execute this time, so it says, hey, so usage is rmdir p, okay, remove directory if it empty, include parents. Okay, it is asking us, see, it is asking you r is unrecognized. It want to remove the p. um Remove, okay, maybe it required both. I'm pretty not sure, like we had to use iphone r actually. Okay, it says, oh, usage is like I had to keep the p inside the square brackets, is it so? Hmm. We directly keep like this only. No such file directory. Oh, it got removed. Removed once again. ls. No, it's not removed actually. What's the point? No such file or directory. It's not empty. Okay. Generally, iPhone should do actually. I'm pretty not sure why this is not working in this machine. Removed rm minus. Oh, my bad. So I can issue, I can I can issue direct command, which is like rm minus rf. So remove means like rm command is remove command, and if you do a hyphen f, like forcefully remove everything. Is a directory rm minus rf. So it doesn't care. See, Tuesday for Tuesday folder 4 is a directory, and when I do so remove directory, you cannot use. You can directly use rm minus rf actually command. So this command would work for removing anything. It can remove files, folders, everything. And here r talks about iphone r talks about recursively, and f stands for force actually. Force means like no matter. Hey, delete everything not required. If you go and do a ls, right, now the folder 4 got removed. Okay, so let me take a note. Remove folder and subfolder in one go. So how do you do it? Simple. So here rm minus rf. Okay, so in this it talks about in rf, right? R talks about recursive, and f talk about forcefully. Understood. Now forcefully remove everything. Right now, if I go back here, if I go one step back, it's an invalid address, right? So now if I just click on the home, now did you see this? The folder 4 got removed actually recursively. So you can directly use this rm minus rf command. Make sense? So these are the commands which we typically use for removing the things, removing folders, files, and all. And it's very important, very important that you need to understand when to use RF, right? When to use um, RF and R, right? Yeah. But basically, if you want to do anything in one go, directly use RM space hyphen RF. That do work for folders and files both. Okay. Cool. Now, so that we have almost completed until talking about folders. Let's say creating a folder, deleting a folder, creating a manually creating files inside the folder in the Windows machine, and we list out the information in the Linux operating system. Right. This is the Linux operating system terminal. So we are seeing everything in one go. Okay. This talk about mainly talking about creating a folder, deleting a folder, creating some files, listing out the files, and moving one step forward, moving one step backward, moving multiple steps forward, right? Moving multiple steps forward and moving multiple steps backward. So we have seen uh, all the commands, right? There is no temporary removal of the folder. You can hide actually, that's it, but you cannot remove.
Okay, sir.
Got it? Got it? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Any other questions that anyone have actually? We'll quickly move on to we'll go on to the file section now. So far we talk about folders, and the subsequent session, or the continuationally we can talk about playing with files. Okay, cool. So currently we have three folders here. Okay. Now, when I do this under home directory. So since you are seeing like home directory, right? If I do ls, I should also see these three folders. Now, what I want to do is I want to create a file actually. So how I do manually? I do manually. Let's say inside this. Oh, test. Okay, I created a imagine I had this one, maybe that I'll use for the reference, and Tuesday folder. So in Tuesday folder, now I want to create a file. When I want to do it manually, how I can do it? In Windows, I just go to the this particular location, see home, Tuesday folder, and then go here, create new, and then text file or a Word file or Excel file, whatever it is, right? We create it, and that will be made available in this area, right? That's how we do. But if you want to do through the command, right? Now you have to see, the one way is you can directly go into that folder, Tuesday folder, for example, right? And if you do ls, nothing is there because Tuesday folder does not contain anything. Now command to create, create a file is like you can use a touch command. So there are multiple commands actually. So touch command, for example, let's say. So touch test txt, for example. So touch command is a way to go for creating just a file. Okay. So when I trigger this, now if I reload this, right? Did you see this? The test file got created with this. With the same command, you can give touch space test1.txt. Now I'm creating multiple test2.txt, test3.txt. Okay. Now one go, I created 3 more files, just like that. Understood? Now, did you understood how I created a files with touch? Okay, but there is a problem actually. So now you created files, but if you see the files are text files, right? There are 4 text files got created, and if I want to edit, right? So in order to edit, you have multiple options, but my way to go is even with touch also we can create actually. Even with VA also you can create VA space. Let's say test 4 created by VA, for example, .txt. Okay. Now what I just did, VA space, the file is created. Okay. If you see, now it got opened. Okay. Now how it exactly looks, right? So now you're trying to create one file. Let's say um, test6, for example, .txt. Okay, now I created the text file, and then what I'm doing is I'm opening, uh, let's say, opening with Notepad or anything, right? See, I can write something here, right? The similar window. So similar window you are seeing here also. So since it is a Linux, right? Linux operating system, you have to type it here. Understood? And so once you're done with once you're done with writing the data, right? Write data into the file. So now you have to do there is a key on the screen, escape. Okay, escape, which is on the uh, you know left top key is ESC, you can see that is the escape key. You have to press, and also there is a shift key, right? Escape, shift simultaneously you should press, and you should press colon. Okay. Now did you see this? It got now the cursor is blinking there. Now if you want to write it, so write means W, Q means quit. Okay. If you do this, what happens inside this folder, right? What is the folder? What is the file name? The file name is test4 created by VA, for example. So here this file, and if you see, open it. Did you see this? Whatever text I added here, whatever text I updated there, it got created. Now, did you understand how to create a file and write it data? Again, if you want to do one more time, no, you don't want to. You want to add a few more lines. Let's say like this, right? And if I save it, right? So here I'm manually doing. But if you want to do programmatically, again you have to do. You're going to open this way only. VS space this. Now, did you see this? Whatever I added here manually, this applied here, updated here. And this time, see, the first time you don't need to do anything. You just open the file and write it down. But second time, if you open the same file, right? Then if you want to write, so So basically, there is something called insert. You have to press I, which would help you to insert data, and then see, I'm writing data here. And again, if you want to save, you have to press escape plus shift plus colon. So which would help you to take you to this particular mode, and WQ. WQ means write and quit. Got it? And if you reload this now, see, whatever data I have written with this VI editor, it displayed here. Now, did you understood how to create a file? You have to, don't, I think the best way is don't use touch command, because touch just creates a file, and it does not insert anything, because touch does not have any capability to insert the data. And the majority of the times, right, at the office, what we do is we use the VA editor. So VA editor, like we have Notepad plus plus, right, or Notepad, right? So similarly, the command way of doing it is VA editor. Okay, so again I just added, and if you want to clear it off, right? See, okay, I don't want to teach that command, but anyway, let me do it. So percentage D, percentage means delete everything. Did you see this? And if I do again escape shift colon, and again if you come here, reloads, I deleted everything. Did you see that? Now I am adding, right, escape shift colon WQ. Okay, and what happened? If I come here, reload, the data will be available. If you want to delete it, yeah, let me also give the commands here for you. So open, and then it shows it like this. Maybe I can take a screenshot also. 1 second. Not this. So I'm giving hint for you actually here. You have to type. See, it is not. See, did you observe? It is not helping me to. Okay, directly it is taking here. It's advanced one. Okay. Yeah. Now, what we need to do is again ESC. You have to type. Like I'm giving hint for you. Okay, and just not type, actually press ESC escape shift plus colon. Understood? So if you press this three, I'm just showing you. I given data there. Escape button, shift button, and colon, and it will take me here. Right? Once you see this, right, you have to do WQ, write and quit. Understood? So that even when you open this up, you will see this, and then WQ colon. Understood? This is what you should write. Now did you understood how to create a file and write something and save it? So if you don't do a, see, the other problem, right? I'll show you. So W means write and quit. Okay, W means write, save. W means save here. Oh, 1 second. Let me open Notion. Yeah. Let me take a screenshot of this. Okay, nice. So here W is right. Q means quit the terminal. Okay, so meaning W means write the data in the file and save. Okay, clear now understood how it works. Yeah. Now, so now what did you observe? So we written data. We know what is there. Now you created a file, right? You created a file. Now the next concept is the same file operation only. Now copy file. Let's say now manually I'll show you. So here we created this file, right? Let's say test for this one. So how you copy? Just go copy here. Oh, sorry, copy and paste, right? This is how you copy files, correct? And if you do one more, it creates multiple files of it, correct? If you do ls, you now you are seeing multiple files, right? Yeah, I copied same file. Now what I want to do is I want to copy when I want to do when I select copy. Now there are there is a test 3. Now I will create, I'll test 3. Let me write something. Okay, hey, I'm test 3. I'm writing, I'm test 3 file, for example, right? And if you see the am test 3, right? Now, how we can, you know, ls. Now, test 3, now I want to copy test 3 content to text 5, for example, or the command is copy cp. What is so the command is cp uh, source 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 file and destination file. Okay, and even see sometimes, right? We don't understand. See, always you are not a computer, right? To remember all the commands. What is it says, right? So there is a command called manual. Hey, can you give me a man means like manual? Hey, can you give me a manual for a CP? So it would tell you what is this? It should give you the manual. I'm not sure. This should work actually. Since it's a Windows subsystem, I'm not sure whether it works or not. So man means like manual. Manual means what it has generally. So when you check the bike manual, right? So it will demonstrate you where is the ignition and where is the kicker and where is the brake, where is the clutch, right? So it shows all the things in the manual, right? Similarly, the man command would help you to provide all the information or manual about the specific command and its usage, how to use with examples. Okay. But anyway, like once we have the our Linux box installed on our machine, so we can play with all the game. But now we understood that man is a manual command which would give you the manual of the information, manual of the specific command. Yeah, makes sense. Now, so once we do this, now what I want to do is now copy one file to other. Now see copy, what is the file name? Let's say test3 file. Now I want to copy to test5, for example. Test5 is not there. If I do this, now what happened? Test5 is not there, right? Did you see this? And when I do a copy test3 and test5, so what this really do is, see, if I load this what, right? Now did you see this? Test3 is there. Test3 available, test 5 also available. And if I do a test 5, it says, hey, this is a test 3 content. You understood? The way I did manually, so let's say copy, for example, and paste. Instead of saying test 3, I name it, test, oh, not delete, sorry. Test 6, for example, let's say rename test 6. So the way which I have done, here is, it is exactly here. Meaning copy means it creates a copy of this version. So this is the source file and this is the destination file. So now from this file, from the source file, I'm creating a copy of it and naming it a I am test5.txt. Understood? Which means in this case, what happens is it keeps copy keeps both the files. Okay. Now, what you sometimes right? What you want is, hey, you don't want to create another copy, but I don't need this test file, for example. Test file copy I need. Create a test 7, for example. I don't need to keep test file. That time, what we need to do is now currently it is keeping both, right? Test 3 is available and test 5 is available. And if you want to keep only one copy, so making like why this is not recommended. So this is not recommended because test 3 and test 5 both has the same content, right? See, here I am test file and test file also, here I am test file. So it creates a lot of duplication in the folder and unnecessarily, like if you want to, if I want to fetch the information, I think if I have only one file, that is pretty enough. I don't need to have a test file. Understood? So in order to do this, in order to remove this duplication, right? So now what I do is there is a command called um, move command, which would say a move test file, move test file to test 7, for example. Now, did you see this? I just moved, which means what? I created a I created a copy of test 5 to test 7. Move means it will delete the source. It moves and deletes the source. And if I go and reload it, did you see this? There is no test 5 present actually. So test 5 got removed. And now I moved test 5 information to test 7 and deleted this test 5. And if I do this, see, I am a test 3 file. Makes sense, huh? Understood. Let me do one more time quickly so that you'll have a clarity, Let me remove everything not required just for your, okay. So test one, test two. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is first let me use copy command. So let me do a list command. Now there are only three files are there. Now copy uh, test2.txt to test3.txt. Now what I'm doing, I'm creating another copy of test2 and naming it test3, meaning both the copies present. If I reload it, you will see the file is available, right? And now this time, now I want to create a test. Now I don't want to keep test3. Now I want to create a test3 copy, but I want to delete this. Uh, yeah, I want to delete this. Then move test3 and let's say test4 txt. So this time, what it does is it originally deletes this, it copies this contents or copy this file to test4.txt and deletes this test3. And if you do this ls, now you see test3 is no more. See, move means, see, copy means keep both the files. Move means copy this file to other destination file and remove the source file. Understood? This way you have a clean way of storing the files. And if you do ls, did you see this, like test3 got removed. So, okay, copy and move also same. So copy command, copy command creates a copy of source file, copy command creates a copy of source file, but keeps both the files, that is source and destination files. Okay, but when it comes to move command copies the source file to destination, but it keeps only destination file and remove the source file. Okay, make sense? Got it. So now when you do a ls command, now you see all the files, right? Now, see, sometimes you want to play with, see, these are the test files, right? Sometimes I don't care. I want to create, let's imagine these are only 4. Imagine there are 100 files you created. 100 test files got created, and it literally eaten up your memory, right? See, the more files or folders you created, save, what happens, it consumes your memory, right? Not your memory, your system memory. Literally, right? So now if you want to delete it, if you want to delete the files, or there is a command rm only, let's say rm space, let's say test.txt. So this way it removes, right? When I do this, now the test file got removed now, and there is no more test. There is no more test. Whatever the name I given here, it got removed. But you have a again, you want to delete many things in one go. So let's say rm is the command test, right? If you do a star here, which what it does is it removes everything, like whatever name starts with the test. See, test is the prefix, and after this prefix, after the test, I don't want to care about anything, so remove everything. When I do this now, did you see this? No files are there. This is one of the dangerous action, but you should use it when the specific use case, right? So otherwise, what happens is it virtually deletes every file, every file. Yeah, makes sense. Any questions in this? From list command, copy. So this is what remove files, rm file, rm remove command. It removes it remove files permanently from the machine. Got it? Rm example shows removing a single file and multiple files in one go. Got it? How to now you understood how to use a remove command also? Got it? Yeah. Now if you see, I removed everything, and if you go back manually also, now if you just reload it, right? So there should be nothing inside a Tuesday folder. There is nothing now. Do a pwd, see, present working directory. It shows home Tuesday folder. Nothing was there. And now let's create one more Now, so the remove command capacity is it removes files as well as folders. So we have seen how to use remove command for removing the files as well as removing the folders as well, right? So you have experienced that, hey, the remove command, one remove command, what it does? It removes, right, recursively. So rm minus rf and then folder 4. So it deletes folder 4. Also, it's in subfolders and subfiles. It deletes everything. Understood? Make sense? Any questions so far? Now we understood about understanding creating a file, creating a folder, creating a subfolders, right, and deleting it. Now, now, and one more command I want to one more command I want to highlight is like viewing the files. Let's say, let me go back here and create one file, and inside this Tuesday folder, let me create a file. Let's say file name is myfile.txt, right? And what I do is I go get some data. Let's say some data, some junk data I captured, right? And then what I did is I just captured here and written data there. Now, if I go back here, reload the page, here the my file got created, and if you see the data which I created, which I inserted in the with VA editor. VA is editor, guys. Okay, so VA is editor. So this is the data. Now, so this is how I am just viewing manually, right? I just I just clicked on the file name and then it got loaded. But what if I want to see through the command? Okay, so for viewing it, right? So there is a command name is cat command. Cat means like a display command. What is the file name? My file. So did you see this? So cat command displays the file contents. Okay. Now we understood how to display a file content as well. Now go back here. Now copy, display. Did you understand how to display file content with the cat command? Now, so now if the file is what we can say, what we can check is like there is one more command called less command. So cat is a command displays everything, like entire file actually. But there is something called less command. So if you give file, right, it will give you one page data. Understood. It is in a it would help you to view the file in one page at a time. Okay. And don't worry, we don't use less command typically, right? And but we use head and tail command a lot. So head and file name. So what it does is it fetches the first 10 lines actually. So head my file. So head my file. It fetches the first 10 lines. Let me do one thing. Let me go back here. What is the file name? My test file, right? Let me go and create. Let me write some data. Control A, and then go here. Where is it? I just wanted to open it in Notepad. Notepad is a comfortable editor actually of my choice. I was keep doing it from very long time. So yeah, now I written 100 lines, right? Almost 100 lines. Yeah, not almost. Yeah, 100 lines. Now I want to display. Sometimes, right, when we are working at the files, hey, I just want to check only the first 10 lines. right? So first 10 lines, man, like I can use the head command. Okay, if you scroll to the top, you will see now. So first 10 lines, it stopped here, right? Did you see this? It only displayed first 10 lines. And if you want to see the last 10 lines, right? Tail. So this would display last 10 lines. So basically, when we are so this is very useful when we are working on the log files. So log files, what happens? We would want to check the last last data, last 10 lines. What happened? I want to see. Then we used to go for tail command. Okay, and I think we can also specify also tail command. That's what the manual is not opening. Tail my file. Now you can also specify the number also. How many lines you want to display sometimes by default. See if you see this here. Tail, where is the command I issued? Yeah, my file 25. So where is the previous and now? Did you see anything different? 25 tail. Last one, like the view is oh, okay. Oh my bad. Uh, no, we can also specify the number. By default, it is a 10. Tail of file it displays last 10 lines. Head of file it displays the first 10 lines. Okay, maybe you can play with maybe there is a line commands and other commands, but we typically don't use much. And even I don't recommend you to read through all the commands. Basically, we use head command and tail command, and for display the whole file, we use the cat. Cat command. Cat command displays everything. Okay, so what I do is let me take a capture. So cat would display everything. I Let me cat command my file. Now I I'll do one thing. So cat my file. I don't want to check everything, but yeah, let me capture. I just cut it off. Cat my file. Yeah. So three commands. Otherwise, I'll type it down. That's fine. I would say like cat command displays all text, all content. Next head displays first 10 lines. Tail command displays last 10 lines. The user is cat myfile.txt, for example. Same head myfile.txt. You create, see, before you want to try, right? You have to create a file. Otherwise, you'll come to me saying that hey, this command is not working. What the hell you are giving this command? You should have a file before creating that. Before viewing the contents. Okay. Yes. Any questions so far? In this today's session, what we ideally discussed is we know how to create a folder, how to create a folder inside a folder, subfolders. We played with moving forward and backward in the folders, right, with cd command, and we also played with file operations like creating a file and writing some contents to it with the VA editor, right? And also now we discussed about how we can view the contents of the file, like maybe after creating a file and its content. So we also want to display and say like what's going on there, right? So we have used three commands: cat command, head command, and tail command, which would help us to fetch the information from the file, right, based on your requirement. Right? So this is all we want to play today, and I will be sharing this Notion notes to you in a separate email, where you can go back and um, you can go back and play with these commands. And if you don't have any medium, I think I'll stop it right here. I'm just stopping right here and stop the record.